Alright, y'all, I'm back with another video, and as you can see by the topic, or as you can see by the title, the topic of the video today is what it's like being a late bloomer. And before I get into what it's like and what my experiences have been growing up, I have the definition of a late bloomer here pulled up. So, a late bloomer is an individual who develops their talents, capabilities, or successes later than considered typical, often in adolescence or adulthood. They may seem slower initially, but often catch up, flourish, and peak later in life compared to their peers, showing great resilience, self-awareness, and unconventional paths to success. So, what my experience was like being a late bloomer, my years of, I'm 24 for reference for those who don't know, but by the time I was 20, 21, I seen a lot of people in my life, and the people that were around me, doing big things in their life, things just working out for them in their favor. And I just kind of felt stagnant. I felt left out, and people doing big things, moving out, starting trades, starting career paths, starting families, going to school, just doing big things. And it left me feeling some type of way, feeling like, I should have this and that by this certain time, but it seems like things were just not working out for me. And yeah, it just left me feeling like a loser, if I'm gonna just be honest. Cause I always felt like, I was destined for more. I always felt like there was a certain calling in my life, and I always have and had, I've always had big dreams and big aspirations for my life. So just that feeling of stagnation and things not working in my favor, and just not working for me, just left me feeling depleted and feeling a shell of myself. And the people around you, they don't really understand. They wouldn't understand. I've been ostracized by people around me and outcasted, one could say. But this was the best thing that could have happened for me. The season of isolation and just learning how to pivot in life. The season of isolation helped me grow in faith and helped me learn how to build a relationship with God and how to hear his voice. And once I was able to do that, things slowly but surely started to work for me. And I had to grow out of some habits, some things I had to change, some inner work. and God was there the whole way. But it was hard. It was hard for me. I was really in a rut. But if you're going through that, if you're going through what I'm speaking about now, and you may be 21, you may be 22 watching this, 23, so you may even be my age. It's nothing wrong with feeling behind in life. At least you know you're feeling some sort of conviction, and you know that this isn't it. You understand that you're meant for more, and you just got to keep pushing. You got to keep striving towards what it is you see for yourself. So, but that's what the back end half of, or what my experience was like, you know, being a late bloomer. And on the other side of things, you know, you once you finally come to realize what this thing is, and you finally find your path in life, you're gonna feel so alive. You're gonna feel the most alive that you've ever felt, because you know you've been asleep. You feel like you've been asleep all this time. And you're gonna make up for missed time, you know, of course, with the help of God. You're gonna be able to make up for all the years you felt like you wasted, or all the time you felt like it was just stagnation. You're gonna be able to make up for that. And you slowly, this is gonna mature you. It's gonna build character in you. You really come to realize that comparison really is the thief of joy. This thing, it being a late bloomer, you learn some real lessons, some real valuable lessons to take with you in life and moving forward, you know. And it's really a season of preparation, and it is really a humbling, and it's a molding and forging of your character, because you are meant for more. And you know, not to compare your journey and your path to other people's path, but you'll see how some of these people, these things that you seen them doing, and these things that had you feeling less than, you'll come to realize that was the pinnacle. That was their pinnacle. They had their moment, and yours is just getting started. So that could be a boost of confidence. So you knowing that you sat all these years out, you've been out of the game, you've been on the bench. you gonna get on the court and you gonna ball out. It's gonna be your time to shine. It's gonna be your time to go hard. And you gotta take this opportunity, because this window isn't gonna be open forever. It's a window. It's a window for you to get in these rooms where with high value people, people who are executing big things and performing, not performing like acting. These people are effective in getting things done at a high level. It's this window isn't going to be open forever. People have lives to live. These people are not going to be doing this forever. I don't plan on doing this forever. I'm going to do it as long as it takes. You'll start to see now that you're showing up as well and you're doing these things. People who counted you out will start to reach out. You know, people will start to try and see, just watch you. They'll be watching. They just want to see what you're doing, what you've been up to. You know, but it's too late. It's too late. These people have their phone in their hand. Everybody has their phone in their hand. These people had your number. These people had the time to reach out to you. So it is what it is, man. You can't dwell on the past, and you also can't blame people for not seeing it in you. Life moves so fast. I was just going over like the last 4 years of my life. And we really do feel like we have all the time in the world, especially when we're young, and what the world will, what propaganda they'll feed us in the agenda. It's all part of a agenda to program us to make us feel like, you know, you're 20, you talk to whoever you want, you drink as much as you want to drink, you know, you're young, you got all the time in the world to waste time. You got all the time in the world, you know, to do whatever it is you want. While these very same people who are feeding us this agenda are teaching their family wealth and teaching the people that's under them to take their 20s and go as hard as they can, because this is when you have all your vigor. This is when this is your peak. This is your peak life. This is when you look the best. This is when you begin to get a sound mind. This is when you really begin to soul search. So instead of people, you know, instead of them letting you soul search, or instead of them encouraging you to soul search, they want you to dim your mind and not think for yourself. They want you to listen to the music they want you to listen to. They want you to Drink what they want you to drink. Eat what they want you to eat. Brush your teeth what they want you to brush your teeth with. I mean, like, it gets deep. But you'll never be able to think for yourself if you're conforming. So with that being said, man, it's okay to take a step back and not feel like you're where you want to be. It's okay to analyze and feel like that. This is where you could make adjustments, make some major adjustments in the things you're doing. And once you really begin to think for yourself, you'll realize it's gonna blow your mind. You're gonna be like, man. And you'll start to see everybody who's sleepwalking. Once you really start to think for yourself, you'll realize all the opportunities will start to open up. And you'll start to see like, man, I don't have to do this. I was trapped. I was trapped in a way of thinking. I was trapped in a state of mind. And that's what keeps people in poverty. That's what keeps people being slaves, your state of mind. These invisible shackles we put on ourselves. That as long as you keep God in your life, stay away from people who don't mean you no good, keep taking care of yourself, taking care of your body, your soul, and your mind, God will pull back that veil, and you'll start to see through people like glass. You'll start to see through the people who are trying to provoke you and trigger you. You'll start to see that they have that they're very insecure. These people have to try and put you down to feel good about themselves. But it's okay, you know. We gotta pray. We gotta pray for people. We don't we can see through people, but a lot of the times we really don't know what people are going through, you know. So you just gotta pray for people, man. I'm gonna head out on that note, and I appreciate y'all for tuning in. God bless.